Hey guys, what's up? It's Nicole, and today I'm bringing you part 4 of my week-long back-to-school lunch series. Today's video is going to be kind of like a revamped childhood comfort food lunchbox. And when I think of my childhood comfort foods, it was definitely peanut butter and jelly or peanut butter and banana sandwiches, but that's kind of boring and basic. So I found a vegan chocolate hazelnut spread because I love Nutella, but it has milk in it. So this is a vegan version of Nutella. So I'm making a vegan chocolate hazelnut and caramelized banana sandwich for lunch today. And I know what you're thinking. It sounds complicated and it sounds time consuming, but it's actually neither of those things, but it is really delicious. So I'm really excited to share this with you. And I also found a vegan version of one of my favorite lunchtime snacks when I was a kid, so I can't wait to share that with you as well. So let's get started. Okay, so we are gonna start with some bananas, but I like to make sure that they're super ripe. This one looks a little gross because it was actually getting so ripe that I kept it in my fridge for a day, so it got kind of black on the outside, but it was perfectly ripe and sweet on the inside, and the sweeter and more ripe and spotty they are, the better this is going to taste. So I just sliced that lengthwise and I baked it in a parchment paper lined baking sheet, and I'm going to caramelize the top with some agave. Now this is something you can totally do the night before. You could do a bunch of these and just keep them on hand, but it really only takes a couple of minutes because you're not really cooking them as much as you're just kind of caramelizing the top. And then I'm just going to add a little bit more flavor with some cinnamon and then pop them into a 400-degree oven for about 5 minutes. And when they come out, they look like this. You could do 5 to 10 minutes depending on your oven or how the bananas are looking, but you just want them to get kind of like a golden color on top. And while those are in the oven, I get my bread ready. This is a really delicious vegan bread that has like molasses and whole wheat. And then I'm going to spread some of this super good vegan hazelnut spread from Naturally More. This actually has probiotics in it, which is always kind of a nice thing to add into your diet, but it basically tastes like Nutella. One thing I will say though is when I first tried this, it hadn't been refrigerated, and so it was kind of like a thinner consistency than what I'm used to for like a peanut butter or almond butter. So what I did was I kept it in the fridge and it was a lot better, I thought. So I would recommend doing that. And then after that, I'm just going to add the bananas on top, and it was so hard not to just eat this right then and there, but you know, gotta save it for lunchtime. So I just slice it in half and move on to the snacks. So one of my favorite snack, like kind of junk snack foods was Cheez-Its before I went vegan, but they are obviously made with cheese and milk and all that stuff. So I found these from Earth Balance that are so good. They are very, very similar in like the flavor and in kind of the crunch. They are a little bit less crunchy. It's almost like they're less oily. So they're not exactly the same, and they do have a little bit of that vegan cheese taste, but they're so close to the real thing, and they just remind me of Cheez-Its so much that I personally love them. And I also packed a pair because when I was in 3rd grade, I had the same lunch every single day, and I had a brown pear every single day. So for this back to school throwback lunchbox, I had to add that in. And instead of a juice box, I went for a sparkling water. This is my favorite one from Trader Joe's. It's the lime flavor, and this is like all the childhood comfort food classics in one vegan, pretty healthy lunchbox situation. That is it for today's video. I hope that you guys enjoyed and that you're enjoying this series. There is one more video coming tomorrow to finish off this week, and it is really, really good. It's very creative and very different. So I hope that you'll stay tuned for that. And if you haven't noticed, the theme this week is, I haven't really addressed this yet. I probably should have done this on the first video, but the theme this week is back to school lunches, but the sub theme is sandwiches. So I've been doing all kinds of vegan sandwiches this week, but I can totally do another week like this if you like, where maybe I just do all salads or other type of packed lunch ideas. I don't know, if you have like a theme or a specific type of video that you want to see, let me know in the comments, because I'm really enjoying putting together this series and I'd like to do more of them. So please let me know what you want to see in the comments, and I will see you guys in tomorrow's video. Bye.